Let's take a closer look at our accommodation in the Estival Park apartments. The Silmar Hotel is where we checked in. This map shows you where our accommodation is, and luckily the walk was not as long as it looks on this map. I can't really comment on the hotels except to say that from the communal areas we saw, the Tui Suneo was the best hotel all round, so I would probably advise you to book that one if you're looking at one of the hotels here. This is one of the paths approaching our apartment. We're on the ground floor. So thankful because we did have to carry our bags and I didn't fancy carrying them up all of those stairs. The main disturbance we found were the 8 a.m. bin lorries. We couldn't really hear that much noise at night from the hotel. There was a bit, especially if we were outside or had the windows open, but it wasn't an issue. Here's a little view of our terrace. Right, let's go have a look inside. The apartment will sleep up to 6 people, and as you can see, it is pretty spacious. This is the sofa bed, which can sleep an extra 2 people. I think you pull the drawer out and there's a mattress in there, so it's like 2 single beds. We didn't have to use it, so I can't speak for comfort. As a sofa, it was all right. I'm not sure I would have wanted to sleep on it though. The apartments come with aircon, which is easy enough to work, and plug-in mosquito repellent. I have had a couple of bites, but apparently Eddie tastes better than I do. You get a fridge freezer. We only use it to store a giant bottle of water that we got. You get a coffee machine, cooker, washing machine, which to be honest, we haven't used. And then you do have crockery and utensils in the cupboards in case you do want to cater for yourself. This snazzy orange wristband is adult all-inclusive. It was put on day one and does not come off until the end of your holiday. Slightly annoying, but you know, you get used to it. Apologies for my camera work. I am filming on my phone, but if you subscribe to my channel, perhaps one day I can afford a proper vlogging camera. Let's go to the bathroom. As you can see, there is a large mirror. The bathroom is a very good size with plenty of shelving space and plenty of spare towels. Let's just talk about this shower for a moment. This shower is amazing. Probably my favourite part of the entire apartment. The bathroom is equipped with a hairdryer and soap, although as you would expect, it's not the best hairdryer in the world, but it will do. And the shower does come with shampoo and shower gel if you don't want to bring your own. I filmed this as I was unpacking. As you can see, you've got loads of wardrobe space and drawer space, plenty of hangers, and you've got spare blankets. I think the extra pillows are for the sofa bed, but since no one was sleeping there, we stole them. This is the main bedroom. Plenty of conveniently placed power points around the apartment and an absolute ton of storage. You've got wardrobes like this in both bedrooms and another one in the main room. Let's take a look at the final room in the apartment, which is another bedroom. This one is okay. The positioning of the beds did make it a bit awkward when opening and closing the door at times and trying to manoeuvre around them. All the windows have shutters on the outside. Here is the view from our terrace. It is overcast, but still warm, and it looks like they are doing up the place before the summer influx begins. Overall, I would say the apartment was clean and a decent size. However, let's talk about some of the drawbacks. The decor could have done with being freshened up, and there were quite a few walls both inside and outside that could definitely have done with some repairs. This is in the twin bedroom. I don't think I've ever seen a Wi-Fi router like this. The Wi-Fi was decent in the main room, but it did drop out when you went to the bedrooms. This problem is probably going to be very dependent on the location of your apartment, but just worth mentioning, I think the Wi-Fi can be a bit patchy. The walls are pretty thin. As well as the hotel pools, each apartment complex does have its own pool, and this was ours. We used it a couple of times. It was lovely. Whilst the hotel pools definitely got busy, this pool never really did. So if you're looking for somewhere quiet to sunbathe, it's worth bearing that in mind. This was by far the biggest complaint we had about the accommodation. They were painting the paths ready for the summer season, and we weren't given any notice or warning. Literally, we just walked out and found some of the paths were impassable. You can see here they've completely painted in front of our gate, and we basically had to climb over the wall to get in and out, which wasn't ideal. Luckily, we were all physically capable of doing so, but not everyone is that fortunate. They did eventually put some wooden boards down so that you could walk over without being on the paint. I appreciate this is probably a seasonal issue. It's one that really did impact our holiday. Didn't stop us enjoying it, but did have a negative effect. The fact that for 1, maybe even 2 days we couldn't use this gate made the walk to and from our apartment much, much longer. Overall, I enjoyed the holiday, but I wouldn't go back here, and I don't think I'd recommend it. If you're looking for a cheap package family holiday, or maybe something with friends that's inexpensive, absolutely, this could be the one. But I just feel the food and the accommodation were not the standard I would like from my holiday for the money that I'm paying. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I do hope you'll come back for the next video. In the meantime, feel free to drop a comment in the box below. Take care.